Why, hello everybody, Spencer here, also known as Screen Speak, and in today's video, this is my Cobra Kai Part 2, Season 6 Part 2, spoiler review. So without further ado, let's discuss. Alrighty, so as always, before we start the actual thoughts and stuff I have, this show's music is phenomenal. Like, Leo Barenberg and Zach Robinson, just as Johnny Lawrence music, they kick ass with this show's soundtrack. I love it a lot. They've never missed a beat in the show, and it's not my top 10 composers of all time, which is a video I'm planning to make, but it's one of my favorites from TV. I love what they do with this show. It slaps, it's perfect with the emotional stuff, it's perfect with the action, and I can't complain, and I don't want to drone on and on, but it's the same as always with this show, so love it a lot. Like I said, this is part 2. If you're wondering why this is part 2, well, they are structuring this last season, the final season of Cobra Kai. I'm crying. It's the final season. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. It's one of my top 10 shows of all time. I'm going to make, at some point in the next estimation 2 years, I want to make a video of my top 10 shows of all time. So that's coming out relatively probably next summer. It might be a next summer project of my top 10 shows of all time. At any rate, I love this show, and this is part 2 of the final season. Part 3 comes February 13th, February time. So there's a few things to look forward to in February. I'm looking forward to. It's good. So there's that for you. This part, each season, each act had... People are kind of upset that they're splitting it up, but I'm like, well, you did that with Arcane, and you did that with Stranger Things, so what's the reason that you're upset about it? I don't completely know. I think it's a nice poll. I think it's a nice marketing poll strategy thing to do for Netflix, because I have a love-hate relationship with the streaming service Netflix in general. I feel like the binge factor... Like, I just binged Jurassic World Chaos Theory Season 2, and I hear no but. I didn't even know it was out, so I watched it. It's a good show. Like, I enjoy it, but for releasing it all at once is a problem. And this, letting Cobra Kai have 5 episodes in the summer, 5 episodes during Thanksgiving holiday season, and then 5 episodes, the last 5 episodes during February, is springtime next year. Well, winter is springtime, almost spring breakish time, is a perfect strategy. Instead of dropping it all at once, letting people watch it and then never talk about it again. Having this, again, I haven't talked about this part yet, but the way they end this part is brilliant, and then there's just that people can talk about it. So I want to go in depth here, but my favorite, this is a spoiler review, so I'm gonna kind of get into the nitty gritty. But the thing about this show that I absolutely love, I was thinking about it this last night, was I've grown up with these characters. Similar thing to Stranger Things, but however, when I started Stranger Things, well, maybe I was about as old as, I don't know, I'll have to look it up. I wasn't as young as the kids were in Stranger Things. Maybe I was, maybe I wasn't, but when Cobra Kai started, I was about the same age when that show started, like those characters, and now I've grown up with these characters, so it's like I've gone on the exact journey that they have, like grown up with their life. Like, I'm in college now, and they're relatively in that age range now, so it's like I've grown up with these middle school to like freshmen to college age kids, and it's amazing, and I love it. And the other thing I love in this final season, there's a whole lot of drama going on, like back and forth, like the relationships, like there's always has been in the show, but with these other dojos around the world, and it's funny to watch. I'm just like, I love it. And then, if you remember, in the season 2 when Miguel breaks his back, there's this whole hallway. One of the tracks is called Hallway Hellscape, and this hallway fight scene in the school. It's just ridiculous but funny, and it's what makes the show memorable to me. This insane fight scene with great music. Just all-out brawl nonsense. It's funny, but you have to take it seriously within the context of Karate Kid. And that's what makes this show special to me. It's not like there's goofy logic there, but there's also fun storytelling. It's ridiculous, but I have fun with it. It's what makes it. It has a sort of charm to it, especially the dialogue. Like, not just the fighting, because the fighting's fun. I'm biased on the martial arts because I took Taekwondo, but I also just love the emotional moments that the kids have with each other. Even Sensei Johnny Lawrence and LaRusso, how they bond, how the senseis bond, how Sensei Lawrence bonded with Devin Lee. And now these characters have been introduced in later seasons, but this whole season is like a camaraderie, like a final turning point for this tournament, and it is really they make it very emotional, and I quite like that a lot. So there's a lot to be had with this season, and this part in particular. And there's I want to get to like something I want to happen, but I don't think it's going to happen. But there's Chosen and the woman who's helping out Cobra Kai has a little bit of a relationship, and then Silver comes back out of the blue. But one of the things I hope happens in this next part that I am leery about, it's not going to happen, because they have this flashback with Mr. Miyagi, and there's a movie of the next Karate Kid with Hilary Swank, and I'm wondering if she was going to come in the season. She hasn't yet. I was wondering if she's going to pop up in the final part or not. There's a little bit of me that's like, ooh, she could, to be like, hey, here's what's actually going on, or like, don't do this, or something. But I don't know, final takedown with Hilary Swank would be kind of awesome, but I doubt it. It would just be a fun, because they brought a lot of characters back in prior seasons, and they actually had one of the guys, the long-haired guy that attacked Daniel LaRusso, was back in Karate Kid 3 with Silver. That's quite interesting, like, flashback moment there. So, I don't know, I think Hilary Swank would be cool to come back. Like I said, the final episode where everything's just going awry, and then the Quan dude, who's introduced in this part, well, yeah, like last part, they get to the Saikai Taikai, and now they're there, and Quan is just, the one guy just kills himself with a knife, allegedly kills himself, that's what we think, and then they cut the feed. Crazy all-out battle, it's so funny, it's so ridiculous, but Hilary Swank, I think, would be cool to come back. And they're talking about making a Cobra Kai, Karate Kid, another movie, with the kid, one of the kids from American Born Chinese, which I quite like that show on Disney Plus, with Daniel LaRusso, Ralph Macchio, and Jackie Chan. So maybe Jackie Chan will be at the end of the next part. That's what I've heard rumors. So I think it'd be cool if Jackie Chan was at the end of the next part. But I have hope. I don't want to say hope. I have more realistic expectations that Jackie Chan will show up at the end of the next part, more so than Hilary Swank at all. But I still think it'd be cool to get Hilary Swank in there. Like, I would see, because Jackie Chan was in that one Karate Kid movie, like The Karate Kid. What's it called? I don't remember. But Karate Kid 2011. Was that what it was? 2011? But Hilary Swank would just be cool to show up in the show. Like, we had Elizabeth Shue, who was the girlfriend from that, but I thought Hilary Swank would be cool because she was in the one movie with Mr. Miyagi. Don't know. It's all theoretical. I love this show. I love this part. It's too bad, because to me, like, all the kids made up and everything, and this drama that's going around, and I liked it a lot. And Miguel was like, you shouldn't be captain to Robbie, I should be captain, and I thought Robbie was going to do it, then they said, no, that's all BS, and you should be captain, and etc. and so forth. And Miguel made, they're like, we're brothers, we're Cobra Kai, or we're Miyagi-Do, blah, 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 yay. And before the whole chaos ensued, Miyagi, one of the episodes, Johnny and Miguel had to go back because his mom was having issues with pregnancy. So the baby's fine, and then she said, Miguel's mom was like, go back and win this tournament for me. So that was pretty cool. But what's his name? Keen came back. Oh, what's his name? Kenny Payne came back to help in the tournament as well. But there was something else I was going to mention, and then it flew out of my brain. Eli and Hawk and Dimitri made up, so that was cool. Binary Bros are back. But there was something else I was gonna say. I totally forget. Oh, Sam and Miguel, their relationship is together. Like they're fine with their relationship. But Tori and Robbie, their relationship's a little funky because they're taking a break and Robbie made out with someone else and Eli Dimitri showed off. Or, no, it wasn't. Sorry, Hawk showed off Dimitri hanging out with another girl and. Now Dimitri's girlfriend's broken up. I'm like, dude, that was. But they're all fine now. They're all friends, so they're trying to defeat this tournament. But I was like, damn, you lost your girlfriend, buddy. Oopsies, oopsie. So yeah. Anyway, but I love this show. Everything that happened, like they're working this out. They're going to try to defeat the tournament. But well, as of now, it was a big conundrum. And now Quan is on the ground. Don't know what's going to happen. Don't know who's going to win. Who's going to end up, what's going to happen with the Saikai Taikai, so, Saikai Taikai! So that's something. So, we'll have to wait and see in February what's going to happen. Is Hilary Swank going to come into this? Is she gonna be the one that saves Quan from death? Is, Hilary Swank comes in like, oh no, Kevin! No, I just did a Kevin moment. It's Home Alone reference there. And Jackie Chan show up in the final episode in an end credit. Will Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan team up to be in the next Karate Kid movie? Are you interested in a Karate Kid movie? Let me know in the comments below. I'll watch it because, I'm a big fan of the show. I mean, I've never been a big fan of the part 2 and part 3 movies. I like the original movie, but when I heard about the show and I got invested in the show, it really is for me. And I feel like it's much more of a coming of age show for teenagers. But, or for teenagers and adults to watch. But I mean like, more so related like the first movie was. It's kind of goofy, but it's more related, it has more charm and aspect from the first movie than it does goofiness. It has a lot of goofiness. But then just stupidity from the 2 and 3 movie. That's just me. Love it a lot. Can't go wrong with it. Can't wait for the third part. This, I haven't given my score yet. I'm not giving my score until the final part's out. Like I did for Arcane. Well, I waited to do all 3 for Arcane. I didn't do individual parts for Arcane because it was like 3 weeks in a row. But this, I'm talking about each part. Still won't give my score yet. I'll let you know. All I'll say now is it's very good. Still like it a lot. But I'm going to give my score once the final season's out. Final part's out. And I can't wait. But yeah, I'm excited for a Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai? It won't be Cobra Kai. Karate Kid movie. To see in theaters, because I haven't watched a Karate Kid movie in theaters, but it'll be exciting to see something like that. Very excited, very happy with this part. Can't wait for the last one. Gonna cry, maybe, hopefully, depends. We'll have to wait and see if I cry or not. This part was emotional, so I kind of almost did. Don't forget to leave a like if you did enjoy this video. If you haven't watched Cobra Kai yet, be sure you do. It's one of my favorite shows. If you leave a like, support my favorite shows, please. So don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me. Don't forget to follow me over at Boba Fett Jedi Master on Instagram. To keep calm, watch stuff. Peace out, everyone. Watch the screen. Peace out, everyone. Bye.